quite some time, rapid climate change has been our reality. And with the clock ticking on our planet, we have to take immediate collective action to address this issue. Hi, I'm Biswajit Kundu, CEO at Coastr, a carbon-neutral, one-stop shop rental and subscription management platform powered by connected cars technology. Our goal is to help companies democratize sustainability and carbon reporting in order to achieve their net zero targets and report on ESG data. We believe that our future depends on climate-focused innovations. The need of the hour is not just to focus on metrics and reporting guidelines, but also to create long-term and sustainable value for all our stakeholders. Let's look at 5 ways in which ESG reporting is important to achieving net zero targets. 1, it generates a positive impact on the planet. For starters, cutting down on paper consumption has a direct and immediate benefit. It reduces carbon footprint by 25%. Let's also look at FedEx as another example. The company had converted 20% of its 35,000 fleet to electric or hybrid vehicles, successfully reducing fuel consumption by more than 50 million gallons till date. These are really encouraging figures, don't you think? Secondly, it helps to build reputation and trust. A strong ESG proposition helps company to tap into new markets and expand into existing ones. It can also drive consumer preferences. For example, the recent McKinsey research stating that customers are willing to pay more to go green. Thirdly, it appeals to investors and attracts capital injection. Businesses can enhance investment returns by better allocating capital for the long term. For example, more sustainable plants and equipments. It can also help you avoid investments that may not pay off because of long-term environmental issues. It helps in staying ahead of regulatory requirements. Companies can achieve greater strategic freedom by easing regulatory pressures, and businesses can earn subsidies and government support as a result. Finally, being proactive about environmental risk can be a source of competitive advantage through ESG-focused value creation. Taking BMW as an example, in the year 2009, BMW set out its organization-wide sustainability targets. This has helped them remain one of the leading manufacturers of electric vehicles in Europe, and they have achieved significant traction in other critical areas of sustainability, such as recycling and reusing 99% of waste generated during production, amongst others. While there are significant operational barriers and infrastructure requirements that hinder effective ESG reporting and planning for achieving net zero, here are 3 practical ways to help create sustainable value for a greener planet. 1. Shift towards value creation. Companies should no longer focus merely on profits. There's a pressing need to consider broader stakeholder considerations around customers, financial growth, and society at large. Another key method of adding value is through digitization. Not only can companies generate better gross margins and net income, they can also measure and track progress on sustainability goals and make possible a more circular economy by following a digital-first strategy. Secondly, measuring apparent signals but missing the processes. What gets measured gets managed. That's the old saying. Rings true for most businesses. We have to look behind the numbers and ask how, why, and what under conditions they came about. This is where our solution in partnership with Diginex can really help. Diginex provides an easy-to-use and streamlined set of processes to collect data and report on ESG. Our joint solution will utilize connected mobility and operational data from Coastr and automate the data capturing in Diginex to streamline ESG reporting. Focus on long-term sustainable value creation. One may ask, how can we turn around a mitigation and compliance tool to one that creates long-term and sustainable value for stakeholders? To this end, Coastr is partnering with one of our customers, Herd Group, on their journey to net zero by helping them migrate to a fully electric fleet and automating their ESG reporting. To conclude, I also feel that bringing digital disruptions into rental and leasing sector can only be done by working together. That's where technology companies like Coastr have to work with mobility operators, policymakers like BVRLA, automobile manufacturers and insurance companies to jointly enable digital disruption. And we are actively engaging with various players in the sector to enable the future of sustainable mobility.